It's June and Prime Day is here from right now, June 23rd until June 26th. And as most of you guys know, a lot of companies have some pretty big sales during this period, both on Amazon and off Amazon. So if you're one of the people that was holding off on buying a power station or some solar gear until Prime Day showed up, you guys are in the right place. Here at the lab, not only do we exist to give you guys honest information and feedback on products, we also like to help you guys save money where possible. So with a lot of these brands, we've negotiated deals that are quite possibly some of the best deals on the internet during Prime Day. All the discounts that we have negotiated stack on top of the deals that they're already running. They also work on their websites. I know Prime Day is an Amazon thing, but these deals exist on brands' websites as well as Amazon. And in our experience, buying this stuff from the brand, you get a little bit better customer support. You get a little bit better experience if you have a warranty or an exchange or something like that. So we'll leave links to both places you guys buy from, wherever you're most comfortable. As far as all the discount codes, I actually don't know if they stack on Amazon properly. Everything that we've negotiated, I know for sure works on the website though. All the codes, everything we talk about will be in the description down below, nicely organized so you guys can navigate that seamlessly. And a quick disclaimer, all the links and coupons and stuff that we do have are affiliate links. It doesn't cost you guys any more money. It helps put food on the table here at the lab and allows us to continue making these videos for you guys into the future. Some of these companies have really good deals on individual units, and it actually makes sense. Other companies try to get you to buy whole bundles and whole kits and spend more money than you need to just to get the deals. We're going to relay the information that we were given to you guys, and you do with that information what you will. We also do these videos every time there's a sales period. We negotiate long and hard to try to get the best deals on the internet. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. But buckle up and let's just jump right into it. We're gonna start with Pecron. Pecron is one of our favorite budget brands. Honestly, I don't know how they sell units so cheap, and they're actually good quality. They perform well. We've been recommending them for quite a while, and I figure a lot of you guys are probably interested in just getting the best bang for your buck. So we're gonna jump in first to Pecron. So their Prime Day sale is basically up to 67% off. Yes, their products are always on sale for the most part, and a lot of these prices might be the same as their normal sales prices, but a lot of other products are on a little bit more of an aggressive sale. So right now, our code with Pecron is the SolarLab5. It gets you an additional 5% off anything site-wide. And the sales right now, you can get something like the F5000 is about $19.99. The E3800 is $1,199. The E3600 is $999, which is pretty cheap, although we would still recommend just going with the E3800. We have a whole video on those. They're a really good unit right now. I just don't think you can compete with them. But basically, everything on their site is on sale. You have the F3000, E2400, E2000, the E600, and the E300. All of those are on sale right now. And the code, the SolarLab5, saves you an additional 5% on Pecron's website. So make sure you guys go ahead and check those power stations out. But if you're not just concerned about bang for your buck and you're trying to get something from a more of like a name brand, we could also take a look at Jackery. Jackery's Prime Day discount says it's going to be up to 65% off. They were less descriptive. They didn't tell us the prices of specific units or what things would exactly be on sale. So that's super helpful. But they did give us a code, SolarLab, valid on US and Canada official websites only, with a minimal spend of $2,300. They really just put a lot of restrictions on this. That code gets you 5% off anything site-wide, obviously as long as you spend $2,300. I hate those stipulations, but they have some really good products like the Explorer 5000 Plus. They have the Home Power 3600 Plus, the 3000, and they have the 1500 Ultra, which is actually a really cool unit that they launched this year. Hopefully that one has a pretty good sale behind it. Again, our discount is stackable on their US and Canada website only. The code is SolarLab, saves you guys 5%. Check it out, might be worth a buy. Now, moving on to EcoFlow. EcoFlow gave us a beautiful looking discount code. It is 26EFPDTSL. Gets you 5% off anything site-wide. They're saying that their sales are up to 62% off. Some of the ones that they told us about, you have 57% off the original Delta Pro. That thing is a beast. It's one of the first things, I think that was our very first video ever at the lab, was the Delta Pro. It's a great unit. It has been a great unit ever since it released. Even though it's a bit older, as the price keeps getting cheaper and cheaper on it, it is still a great buy. And right now, before our code, it's 57% off, and you get the additional 5% off with our code. They also have 44% off of the Delta Pro Ultra X with the 2 batteries and the smart home panel. It's basically the bundle, I guess they're gearing towards whole home backup. They have 50% off the Delta 3 Max. That's a pretty good budget-friendly backup power unit. You could use it in an RV. You could use it to back up some small things throughout your house. We released a video on that unit not too long ago if you guys want to go check it out. And they obviously have some sales on some other units going on, but the code 26EFPDTSL gets you an extra 5% off. You can also get 30% off the Delta 3 Classic. This is a very simple, like, beginner unit if you're looking for something just to jump into the portable power space. That's a great power station. We will leave links down below. This code works for both Amazon and their website for 5% off. So that is one for sure guaranteed. You can buy this EcoFlow stuff in either place and you will get that discount on top of the current sale, which is pretty cool. Shout out to EcoFlow for making sure that worked. We could also take a look at BLUETTI. BLUETTI has been a brand that has been really redeeming themselves with us lately. They've released a ton of really good power stations over the last year. They've been surprising us with products that we didn't even really know we needed, that other companies aren't doing, like the fridge power was the first one of its kind to be released. And then they also have some pretty good just dedicated home backup or units that are really good for different scenarios. So we have a ton of BLUETTI videos that we actually posted over the last year. And right now you can use the code TheSolarLab5 for an additional 5% off BLUETTI stuff on their website or on Amazon. Again, BLUETTI hooking us up. They have great deals for single units, which is where most brands try to get you, as you could tell by the EcoFlow stuff. They had the bundle and the whatever. It is a good bundle. The parts and stuff in there are great. But thankfully, BLUETTI's having deals on just singular units. We really appreciate when people do that. They don't make you spend more money than you need to. So right now, the Apex 300 is $13.29 with our discount code. They also have great deals on the Elite series, which are some of the units that we've been pretty impressed with. The Elite 400 is $200 off. The Elite 300 is $200 off. 200 V2 and Elite 100 are also on sale. And again, that 5% code stacks on Amazon and on their website. So that's awesome. And the final power station brand that we have a Prime Day deal with is Oupes. We haven't made a video on them in a while because they haven't released any new products, but they do make really good, affordable power stations. They're another good budget brand, and a chunk of their proceeds goes to a help project, which we do appreciate. When you buy a power station, you're actually supporting something. But Oupes is running a Prime Day sale right now, and their code is TheSolarLab. Gets you 5% off anything site-wide. Plus, they say you have the ability to claim up to $500 in free gifts. Hopefully they're cool gifts. But their Mega series is great. You get the Mega 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are great units if you just need 120 volts or light home backup. They also have stuff like the Guardian, which is a pig, but a good power station. And theirs doesn't say if it works on just the website or on Amazon, both. But code is TheSolarLab. Try it out. We also got information from 2 solar companies that are trying to throw their hat in the Prime Day ring that don't sell anything on Amazon, but they're having sales this week anyways. Signature Solar is having a 10% off select batteries sale. Signature Solar is where you can get a lot of EG4 products, so something like the LL, Life Power 4, or any other wall mount batteries that we really like. They have 5% off solar kits and bundles, so anytime you're gonna get panels, inverters, batteries, all that kind of stuff all at once, you get an additional 5% off. They have $50 off the Wiren server rack batteries right now, and apparently they have their lowest price ever on the Outback Energy Cell battery at $1,300 per battery module. This is a huge discount in capitals. Must be a good deal. They also have some stock on EG4 refurbished things. This is something that we've actually been looking at a lot recently because we've been doing some videos on like trying to bundle stuff together and see what you can get for your money. And they actually have some pretty good deals on like a refurbished 6000 XP or a refurbished 12,000 XP for batteries or stuff like that. So that's definitely worth checking out if you want to save some money. And when you buy these Prism 445 watt monofacial panels by the pallet, they are 25 cents per watt, which is a crazy deal. They also have free shipping on all orders over $3,000, and you can use the code TheSolarLab50 for an additional $50 off anything site-wide during the sale. We also have WattCycle. WattCycle is probably our favorite budget battery brand. Everything on their website is always marked down. They're one of those companies where just everything's always on sale. But right now it's even more marked down, and you can use the code TheSolarLab. Gets you an additional 10% off everything site-wide, which adds up pretty quick, especially when you're buying batteries. Some of the batteries they have that we like, they have the 48 volt server rack batteries. Those are $829 right now. With our code, it's $746. They have the 48 volt 314 amp hour wall mount batteries, which we have a video coming out on the channel pretty soon about those batteries. They're pretty good. Right now, those batteries are $2,250, and they also just have a ton of 12-volt regular batteries. We've tested a lot of them out here at the lab that we haven't even produced videos on, but we just have them. We've been using them. They're pretty good. They work well. And again, the code here is the Solar Lab, gets you 10% off on WattCycle's website. Anyways, those are all the deals that people share with us. If you have any other deals that you noticed or you found during this period, leave them down below. We will leave the links and codes and everything in the description for you guys to check out. Make sure you guys check out the channel too. We have full review videos on almost all the products from all these brands that we talked about today. We actually put these things through real life testing here at the lab. Make sure that you guys don't spend your money on the wrong products. Otherwise, make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not already. We will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and stay charged.